Hello.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Nin9tales X Gamer. Hope you're all doing really well on this Wednesday night, which is when I'm recording this. But I decided I wanted to do my movie reviews, just me. Only me, little me here. And so, my first movie that I'm going to be reviewing, which will be going up next week, will be Always Watching. This movie is based off the Slender Man, loosely based, in my opinion. A Marble Hornet story. It has one of Dan's favorite actors, Doug Jones, who plays Slenderman. And the plot pretty much is that a small town group of people, pretty much news reporters, are doing a news report on foreclosed houses. Why, I have no idea why we would need to report these things, but I'm not a news reporter, so I don't know these things. But so they're doing a news report. They go into one house which is supposed to be foreclosed, and so then they go, I think one of them goes into the basement, finds a box of tapes, which then in turn sends Slender Man coming for you, pretty much. James Morgan is the guy who did Paranormal Activity movies. He did 2 or 3 and 4. Either way. So when he told me that, or when Dan told me that it was the guy who made Paranormal Activity, I wasn't necessarily thinking it was going to be amazing, but I figured at least, but I mean now looking at 3 and 4, those two both sucked. They were terrible. They were not good movies. They weren't scary. They were just the same old crap you had going on. But this movie, again, I love Slender Man. Great creepypasta character, honestly. Not so great in a movie. I had been dreaming of the day when they would make a Slender Man movie. And then that day came. And I was like, Doug Jones as Slender Man? You couldn't, like, I would love to see this movie. And then we watched it. And all my hopes and my dreams of this movie being the best thing I'd ever seen crashed in a fiery pit. Because, my god, I don't know what the hell happened with this movie, but I stopped caring when it first started. Literally, like, it starts out with the Slender Man, and you're supposed to be like, oh shit, you know, he's here, and no. Like, no. It doesn't work that way. Like, he did his twitchy things, you know, if you've played the game, he has the static, it's all this shit, it's all creepy, it's all so spooky, you turn away, he's there, ah! No. No. It was so bad. I don't know why. Characters weren't interesting. I know who Doug Jones is, and I know who the other big actor was. If you've seen Phantasm, he was the tall man in Phantasm. I'll put a picture on here somewhere. But, so those were the 2 big actors in this fucking movie. And I don't know what the hell happened. Like, both of them, I mean, one doesn't talk, which is Slender Man, and the other one said 2 words in an insane asylum, and that's it. Like, these are big actors. Give them something more. Like, I mean, Slender Man was great, but, like, he was so boring. The character himself, though, I mean, Slender Man himself, in the game, you get bored a little bit after a while. I mean, that if this movie had come out, say, when was Slender Man big? Maybe 4 or 5 years ago? Maybe less than that? I don't know. If it had come out then, if this movie had come out then, I think it would have been, not necessarily still good, but it would have made more of an impact because he was at his peak of creepiness with everybody. Everybody knew who Slender Man was. I mean, people still do, but not many people are still scared of Slender Man. At least I'm not. I got over it. I also stopped playing the game. He's still creepy, don't get me wrong. Like, it's still a creepy thing, but I I don't know, man. It just was not good. Like, out of 10, I'd give it a 4. Like, I'm really disappointed, too. Like, I thought it was gonna be better. Like, everything that happened to the family that happened in the house, to the foreclosed house or whatever, obviously is gonna transition over to having things happen, but the jump scares were cheap. Cheap jump scares. I mean, dogs barking, just random, a dog jumping on a table. Like, what? You know what's gonna happen. And that's the thing that I think made it so boring. I already knew. I figured it out. You know? I knew how it was gonna all play out because it played out to the family in the beginning. And if you know everything that happens in a movie, it's literally the most dull thing ever at that point. There's nothing more to it. And I'm just really sad because I kind of was excited for this. And it got dashed. But, oh well. I mean, I was bored. It gave me something to watch. Even if it was boring to watch. So, I give it a 4 out of 10. I don't know if I'd recommend anyone seeing it. I mean, if you're really into Slender Man, maybe. So, if you like Slender Man, and maybe you do get scared of jump scares, or maybe you're just into, like, indie horror B films, which is pretty much what this is. Go for it, but it wasn't amazing. And I was hoping for something more. So, yeah. I don't know where they were going with it, but thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I will see you in the next movie review, so bye guys.